Hello, it's John, and right here you can get a better British accent, because today we're looking at two sounds which glide into each other. In other words, they become a diphthong. And the sound in question, we call it the GOAT vowel. And I've got some audio recordings of the ex-Speaker of the House of Commons, John Bercow.
I want to make progress.
So the first thing is I'll play the audio recording of John, and then we'll analyse the sounds that he uses. Then we'll look at the GOAT vowel. Then I'll give you some practice sentences and some tongue twisters at the end of the video. But first, let's divide the sounds into British and American English. We can call it RP versus GA, or General American. And there's one word I want you to think about. How do you pronounce this word? I'll put it on the screen now. If we divide the world into British and American English, there are really two ways of saying this. In RP, you would say progress, progress. But in General American English, you would say progress, progress. Did you see the phonemic script on the screen as I was saying that? So I want to know how you say it. Can you put in the comments below how you say the word progress? You can put it in the phonemic script if you like, that's fine, or just try and describe the sounds that you use to say the word. So first, I'll give you the audio of John, and then we'll analyse how he says these sounds. Here we go.
In general terms, measured over a long period, I think you'll find, Carolyn, that opposition members tend to heckle and shout more, and that's at least in part because they're the opposition. There is inevitably an element of frustration and of disapproval of what the government is doing. And what I come back to is this. I want to uphold the right of everyone to be heard. I want to make progress in question time. And that small number of people who make a lot of noise and who are disruptive have to be kept in check. And I get loads of representations from the public who say,
so if we look at today's words, you'll see them written in phonemic script. We've got goat, O as in goat. We've got progress,
make progress.
We've got over,
measured over a long period.
And we've got loads.
Loads of representations.
So John has the classic way of saying the GOAT vowel. I mean, it is one vowel, but it's two sounds within the vowel, because it's, as I said before, it's called a diphthong. So what it means is the two sounds, the first sound glides into the other sound. Goat, goat, oh. Okay? It's quite tricky to get the hang of it, but over time you'll get to realize how it becomes a bit easier. Okay? Now, here is one more variation. Let's look at the word cloak. And as you can see, John is wearing his utterly delightful cloak in the photograph, as the Speaker of the House of Commons have to wear them.
When a traveller came along, wrapped in a warm cloak.
Now, a bit of background about John. John comes from Middlesex in North London, and he went to a comprehensive school, not a private school. So he's not really from the privileged classes. So I think he's worked hard to get the accent that he has. On top of that, he was Speaker in the House of Commons from 2009 to 2019. Now, what is interesting about being a Speaker in the House of Commons, you would have thought that every Speaker has an RP accent, but actually it's not true, because the current Speaker, Lindsay Hoyle, is from Lancashire, and he has quite a broad Lancashire accent. Lancashire accent? Lancashire accent. That's a tricky thing to say. So let's practice the sounds. I've created my own little tongue twister based on the words from the video today. Here we go. You know that to make loads of progress, you need to be bold with your cloak. Everybody together now. You know that to make loads of progress, you need to be bold with your cloak. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. I can hear that your sounds are improving much more now already, even after a 5-minute video. So basically, that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you later. Stay connected. And remember, Moses supposes his toes are roses. Moses supposes his toes are roses. Moses supposes his toes are roses. That is an extra tongue twister for you. Cloak, 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 joke, soap. row.